Good afternoon, everybody. This is Adrienne Montgomery with ERP VAR. Thank you so much for taking time out to join us today. Today, we're going to be taking a sneak peek at the Acumatica Roadshow Series coming to a city near you. And I'm so pleased to be joined by the team at Acumatica today. I'm going to go ahead and let Noelle Bloxton over at Acumatica get started with the formal introductions of the team. Thank you so much, Noelle.
Thank you, Adrienne. How's everybody today? I hope you're doing well on Tuesday, and thank you for joining us the last week of the quarter. So I'm sure everybody's business is busy, and we appreciate your time and your interest in joining us today. I'll begin with the intros. On the call today is our VP, Geoff Ashley. He's the VP of Partner Strategy and Programs at Acumatica. Myself, Noelle Bloxton, Acumatica Partner Recruitment Manager, and Scott Koblenz, who is our Director of Partner Recruitment. Today, as Adrienne mentioned, we will be giving you a sneak peek of the 2019 Acumatica R2 Roadshow Series. And Geoff is going to talk about the 5 reasons to attend. And afterwards, we are mentioning the upcoming summit that we have annually. And we're going to give you more details later about that. So let me begin with giving you an intro of who Geoff Ashley is. Geoff has over 30 years of experience in the ERP sector. He started his career as a VAR, like many of you are on the call today. After almost a decade selling ERP software to small to medium-sized organizations, Geoff migrated to the software publishing realm, where he has created dominant channels with such companies as SAP, Navision, and of course now Acumatica. Geoff considers himself a student of the VAR business model. He began his move to the cloud very early as 2006, long before cloud and subscriptions were part of the common vernacular. Geoff spends his time at Acumatica helping VAR principals and owners and executives to work to build dominant Acumatica practices. I have attended many of his workshops, and his practice owner executive workshop has helped hundreds of VAR owners navigate the complexity of moving from traditional professional services as a business model to now the subscription and annuity model. Since joining Acumatica 2 years ago, Geoff is totally making himself accessible to every single Acumatica partner practice. This is the culture and strategy that permeates the entire Acumatica organization and remains Acumatica's most strategic competitive advantage today. So without any further ado, I'd like to pass this over now, the presentation, to our VP of Partner Strategy and Programs, Geoff Ashley. Geoff?
All right, thank you, Noelle, very much. Thank you, everybody, for attending today. We really do appreciate you taking time to be with us, again, on one of the more busy weeks of any given quarter. I think we do have a lot of great information to share, and I think you'll find this worthy of your time and investment today. So we're going to talk about a couple things. I want to talk a little bit about the Acumatica product release schedule, because the entire R2 Roadshow that we're talking about today and the reasons to attend is obviously based on the Acumatica release schedule and what that means, and why this is such a big event for us. Then we'll talk about the 11 City Roadshow that we're putting on, taking this event all across the country, making it accessible to virtually every one of our partners, every one of our prospective new partners, every prospective new customer, and every customer. So, and then we'll talk about why you want to attend the event near you, and then next steps should you have interest. So, starting about I guess it's 4 years ago now, Acumatica moved to a 2 release per year schedule. So every year we have what we call, let's say the year 2019, R1. R1 is normally released in the April timeframe, and then 2019 R2 is released in the September 19 timeframe. And so we have 2 releases per year. And for the last 6 releases that we've done, and I would tell you more, except that's beyond when I got here, Acumatica has been on time for every single one of our releases. Every one has been released on time, which is very, very significant in this ERP publisher world, as I'm sure a lot of you who deal with other publishers know. But we're not just releasing, 1 or 2 cutesy little things to our product. This R2 release that you're going to see in our roadshow this October has over 600 pages of release notes. So there's very significant content being released in every one of our Acumatica releases twice per year. So our partners and our customers are receiving significant value every year, year over year. Very clean, very easy. You know, the upgrades are very easy. Over 90% of all of our customers are within 12 months of being current with the product. So again, it's a very simple process for all of our Acumatica partners and customers to remain current, even though these are such significant enhancements twice per year. So as we mentioned, we've got an 11-city roadshow. The first one has already occurred. It was on September 11th in Boston. Boston is always our first roadshow of our R2 roadshow of the year, and the reason for that is it's not only a R2 roadshow, we also have an analyst day, and we meet with all the analysts, and a lot of them are out of the Boston area. And it's also significant because we have our practice owner forum associated with it. So this couple weeks ago, we had the analyst day on a Tuesday, we had the release on Wednesday, and then we started our partner forum meetings Wednesday afternoon and then through Friday. And we had another almost 55 owners stay the extra 2.5 days to talk about this transition from professional services to the annuity model, how to do it. We had 4 partners actually showing all of the partners what they're doing, how they're modifying and changing their businesses, how successful they're being. And we meet face-to-face twice per year as an owner group, and we have calls throughout the year. You can see the dates and times for the other shows this year. And why would you want to attend? So they asked me to come up with the top 5 reasons. I could have probably come up with many more, but the first one so we had one of our competitors do one of their big annual meetings a couple weeks ago as well. And it was very interesting because we have partners that get back to us, let us know what they saw. We have people that attend because as you know, a lot of us are not only competitors, but we also are collaborators in this world. Microsoft makes a lot of technology that we use. We make a lot of technology that some of our competitors use and vice versa. So we had people there, and it was interesting because in this particular meeting, there wasn't a single live demo. Everything was PowerPoints. They were talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning and all that kind of stuff, but there wasn't a single live demo. If you attend our R2 Roadshow, you're going to see everything live. So everything you see or everything we talk about is there. It's live. It's on the stage. It's being demonstrated. So again, it's not a wish list. These are the things that are actually out. And because we did go live, R2 is out. By the time you hit one of these shows in October, this is the version currently shipping. You also learn at this event about our priorities. You learn at this event the extent to which we use customer focus groups and customer suggestions to determine what goes into our products going forward. So again, it clearly demonstrates the really close relationship Acumatica has between its partner community and its customer community. And of course, it's a great opportunity for networking. We now have customers that are actually even getting to know one another. They meet at user groups, they meet at these events, and share their ideas, share their experiences. So again, it's just, as all face-to-face types of things are, this is a great way to network and get to know everything you want to know about the R2 release. Right? The other thing is, at every single one of those R2 release, every single one of those cities that you see an R2 release happening in will have at least one, and some will have multiple senior executive leadership members. So we will have an executive team member actually doing the keynote presentation at each city. We will have other key Acumatica resources in each city. So we'll have product management, we'll have development, we'll have customer service, we'll have marketing. So there will be representatives from all of the strategic areas within Acumatica at every event. We also have partners and prospective partners, customers and prospective customers at each event. So again, number one, that gives you an idea of how confident we are in the culture that we've created here at Acumatica. It's very open, it's very honest. We trust our partners, we trust our customers. They all get along very well in a room together, which again, is not the case in some of the other environments that exist out there in the world. So it's a really good opportunity for you to get to an event and find whoever you need to find and have the conversation you need to have so you can make a decision you need to make. And taking that just a little bit further, because of who we have at the event, no one attending one of the R2 Roadshow shows should leave that event with any unanswered questions. And again, I don't care what category you fall into, whether you're a prospect or a prospective partner or an already existing partner, no one should leave these events with an unanswered question because the right people are at these events. And again, we have everything from the technical side of the product up through the executive leadership side of the company. So it's a great opportunity to have a really good conversation, get it all done at one time. We also have ISVs and sponsors at all of these events. And again, if you know anything about Acumatica, if you've been at any of our events before, Acumatica has a very, very successful, active ISV ecosystem. As a matter of fact, if you look at what we call the wheel of ISVs, if you will, and actually there we go, you can see that we have a very healthy ISV ecosystem. We get approached by anywhere from 1 to 5 new ISVs per week. And the whole idea behind this is that between the partner and the ISV ecosystem, Acumatica truly gives our customers what they need. Well, it's a huge competitive advantage over, for example, direct sales organizations, because our partners and our ISVs are that last mile. They're going to take that customer from the generic ERP solution provided by the publisher, and it's going to get that integration to the machine on the shop floor. It's going to get the integration to that world-class application or the tax software or whatever else it might be. So having a healthy ISV ecosystem, having that ecosystem present at the road shows, being able to go and talk to them and see their solutions, again, a huge advantage for you to attend these events. And then one of the things that we talk about in the events and one of the things we demonstrate at the event is this whole idea of the connected cloud. And it is one of the huge competitive advantages that Acumatica has over pretty much any of our competitors today, in that there are no silos of information. Acumatica is completely open and transparent. We have open APIs. We are actually a member of the Open API Initiative, which is a group of companies like Google and Amazon and IBM, and there's just some of the huge leaders in the world of cloud, and Acumatica is part of it. And if you think about it, we are part of the organization that sets the standards that everybody else has to meet. And so this open cloud is very important because we rather, if you're a manufacturer who also sells your products and then services the products that they sell, Acumatica has a manufacturing edition, we have a distribution edition, we have commerce, we have field service, and all of this is in one environment and one user interface. But there are all these other things that you may want to do, and within Acumatica you can do those in a seamless way. You can read information out and read information in, and so there are no silos or islands of information within Acumatica. All this does get demonstrated quite visually in our roadshow. Also, these are lunch events. So in addition to the presentation you're going to see, we do allow time to socialize. We do offer a really good meal. So you'll get well fed. You'll have the opportunity to sit at a table and talk to others at that table about their experiences. Acumatica is really big about community. And again, the more time you spend with us, the more you'll see we really do spend time with our customers. We do promote our customers. We help our customers to promote themselves out in the world, especially those that represent organizations trying to do good in the world. So we are based around community, and community is very important to us. So again, we take the time to not just do an event and then say bye, but then stop, have a meal, socialize, get to know one another, validate all the things you think you know, validate all the things you think you just heard, and then spend the time with the appropriate people. So there is 5 very quick, easy reasons to attend the show. Again, if you have any additional information, if there's anything that I can do to help, if you need more information before you can determine that you want to be there, here's my contact information. You should feel free to reach out to me. As Noel correctly stated, we have created a culture within Acumatica where every single one of our customers and every single one of our partners has access all the way to the top, all the way to our CEO and down. So that's a culture we work hard to create and permeate and then continue to promote. So let me know if there's anything I can do to help throughout your journey. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Scott Koblenz. Scott is my Director of Partner Recruitment. And Scott, take it away.
Thank you, Geoff. Thank you again for your time you're spending with us today. I know it's the end of the quarter and it's precious. There are many of you that I've met and spoken with, and so this is a part of an ongoing conversation that we're having. And many of you that are just considering joining the ecosystem and becoming part of our family as a value-added reseller or ISV. And so we do appreciate that. And in terms of some housekeeping notes, just another reminder on the road shows, they are coming up. There's 10 cities left. We can certainly get you those names and dates, or you're free to go to www.acumatica.com/events, and you'll see everything that's coming up for the next schedule that we have that runs all the way through Summit in January, which will be in Las Vegas and is on track to be our largest, most successful summit that we're going to have. So I would suggest early registration, get in there, book your hotel room, and it's going to be a great time. Not only are we going to certainly entertain you and educate you, but it will be great to network and have you network with partners and grow your business. So we look forward to that. And the rest of the year in terms of partner recruiting, for those of you that are considering that right now, is a pretty short run. So we work on a calendar year, October, November, and December. That's our year end is December. We have, again, the road shows are happening. The release just happened. The preparation for the summit, our presenters and the logistics that we have to put in, not to mention that we have holiday season, which makes this quarter pretty short. The way we focus on partners generally is we look at it as a class of kind of designation. So right now we're working on the third class, Q3 class of 2019, and and that helps us allocate resources so that we can onboard you correctly and successfully. And so if you are looking at getting on board before January, let's talk. For those of you that haven't spoken to myself or Noel, absolutely would be a good time. If you haven't spoken to anyone here, then Mark Roothouse is our inside sales account manager. He is the first point of contact if you have not spoken with anybody about the partner program. And we can hook you up with him. There is his contact information. Super knowledgeable guy, and we can get you into the system quickly. And so with that said, here's a last shot. Again, Acumatica.com/events will bring you these as well as other events that we may have, such that there's a construction event coming in November and some other things that you'll see there. So do visit that. And at this point, I would say my mouse is really sensitive. And so there we are again, the summit, very important to attend. It is something that is again, educational, and you get to not only meet other partners and ISVs, but the executives, as has been mentioned twice before on this call, are completely transparent, available, and approachable. And so it's a great time to get to know, the VPs and the C-level folks, and we encourage that very much and hope to see you there.
Noel, Geoff, Scott, thank you so much for your presentation. And I'm looking forward to coming to the Anaheim Roadshow nearby. So
There you go.
I'll see you guys there.